Welcome to part 4 of our start with Cveta, Pavle, Anton and Zlata. So where we are is we're picking it up from the morning of day 8, and let's go. So day 8, everybody eats today. And I think we can get the metal desk upgraded now so that we can get the hatchet. We've been raided finally, but no problems. Reinforced door, 2 guards, never be any problem. Now, let's get him to sleep and one of the other tired ones to sleep. Oh no, first thing actually, we're going to get everybody eating. Including Pavle. So Cveta, she needs to eat. Anton, tired, go to bed. Cveta, tired, go to bed. They've both eaten. Pavle can go to sleep later once these two have woken up. And it's just Zlata. Need to get her up to eat. Next meal on day 11, and by then we should be thinking about when we can get everybody on an increased feeding schedule, which we can't right now. Now we are going to see Franco tomorrow. We don't have a lot to trade. So just looking at our things, we've got a bunch of cigarettes, but that's really it. Oh, we can make 4 more. Let's do that. So I think we need to make the bandages as well. So we'll do that. Now, 10 AM, we do have a visitor. Let's go see who this is. Help. Please help me. So that suggests somebody has to leave the house, which we can do with 4 house members. I live nearby with my daughter. Can you help me board them up? Yes. So now he's finished, Pavle's finished the bandages. We've got 2 bandages, 48 cigarettes to trade with, and we can make cigarettes. Now, the thing that we were really wanting to do is upgrade the metal desk here, so let's do that. Now with a upgraded metal desk, we can make the hatchet, and this allows us to break down furniture in the house. This is going to leave us some wood. So that's the hatchet made, and now that we have it made, all these icons show up, showing that these are pieces of furniture we can break down. And the other 2 have woken up, so let's get them into action. Just going to get Anton up there running around breaking down furniture. We can get Pavle to sleep now, and I want Cveta to make a couple of saw blades as well, because we're going to go to the construction site tonight, take out the bandits there. And we're going to need 2 saw blades for that place. So let's do that. Meanwhile, Anton can run around and break up all the furniture. So he's got this one, so that's 1, 2, 3. He's got a bunch, one over here as well. I'll be back once he's finished with all of that. 6 PM and Anton just finished with the last piece of furniture that we could break down. So let's just have a look at our things. We managed to add, I think it's 30 wood there, 31 wood, but also a bunch of firewood. I don't think we had any, so it's 21 firewood and about 30 wood, which is useful. Now, where we are really weak is components again. Now, it is day 8. We will hopefully see Franco tomorrow, and with any luck, he's going to have a bunch of components. So that will help out. But as far as what to do next, now, security isn't an issue. We've got the reinforced door in. We've got 2 guards whenever we need it. Anybody tired here? No, they're not. But if we just notice up here, the temperature just dropped to 15 degrees. Now 15 degrees is the cutoff, because anything lower than 15 and we run an increased risk of somebody being, getting sick. So that suggests that we need to get a heater in soon, which is just components again. About 7:40, 7:50, we are at the end of the day anyway. Now, construction site, because we don't have weapons for everybody in the house at the moment, so let's go here and get some. It's also a good site for a lot of things, so let's do this. So I'm just going to go guard again, just because, why not? Because we can. And preparation. So we are going to need the hatchets, and we're going to need... We can take, there's 1 saw blade that we can't use, so I think we just take 1. because we need one at the top of the site. So let's go there. Now, on reflection, we did need a saw blade, a lockpick as well, but we can do that later because we're going to get plenty in this visit, and we can do the lockpick next time. So the bandits, all we have to do is run over to this side, or rather the soldiers. I think they're deserters. I'm entirely sure. We have to run to this spot here, and there's going to be a guy coming out who's going to get shot. Oh no, it's up here, right there. And as soon as he gets shot, we just go downstairs, get into here, and just wait for the soldiers. So they normally path the found way. They normally path the same way, and that he's going to come over here and then down, and this way, and then down here. The other one's going to come across the top, and eventually he drops down. I think he goes over here, but he will drop down while this guy comes over here. So we just have to wait for all this to happen. So let's hatch it up in preparation. So not right now. We just wait for this guy to do what he's going to do. So he goes downstairs. Now this guy is here. We can actually aggro in while this guy is downstairs. So he'll come down. The other guy's going to take time to come up, so we can get back in our hidey hole. And soldiers down. So that's going to give us guns and bullets, which arms up the household quite nicely. Bullets are very expensive as well, which means if we don't get to use them all, and a vest, these are really good for trade. Extremely valuable. Two vests, nice. But we mustn't forget the guy upstairs who got shot as well, because what he had on him will despawn if we don't pick it up in this visit. So let's grab it. And that's 5 of these plus a gun. All good stuff. So this is where we need the lockpick here, which we unfortunately didn't bring. So I'm just gonna dump stuff in here and go upstairs with the... So which way do we get up? This way. Because there is a saw blade requirement at the top, and we get a bunch of meds and stuff here. So if we just do the top of the place now, then we can forget about it. That's not bad, 3 meds. And food. So let's just get down this way and get back to our pile there. Which was here, wasn't it? Pick this up along the way. So it's 3 o'clock, we should probably get home. So for the time being, we'll come back with the lockpick and so that we can get into this one. But for the time being, we can fill our pockets here and just decide what we want to take home. Now I'm going to leave this here because we can use this to break up some furniture in the place, and that will get us or do we take it downstairs now? Actually, I'm going to take it downstairs now. And then components, full stacks, full stack of that, guns, full stack of bullets, 2 vests. I'm just going to drop this downstairs because what we want to do now is run down the stairs this way. Because there is a door that we want to unblock so that we can get that's right there. So we can't unblock it from the other direction. This now allows us to run directly up here in the next visit. And what happens on subsequent visits is that if we just, there's a ladder right here, and we don't have access to the basement on the first visit, but on second and subsequent visits, we'll be able to get down here. And there's a bunch of stuff in the basement. So what I'm going to do is just drop the hatchet here. And then we'll use that when we come back. But for the time being, we've now got an empty pocket. So I'm just going to pick up a full stack of components from here, or wood, because that's what's here, and go. Morning of day 9, Pavle's back from the construction site. So we're in really good shape for trade now because these vests here are really valuable. But also the guns and bullets, they shore up security even more than we had it before, so we're in pretty good shape. But I think food production is going to be the thing. Now we're not eating until day 11. Let me see, Zlata's tired, get her to sleep. And then let's see what we can do. Now Franco should be coming today, and we're in good shape for trading. And what we really need is to start getting a herbal garden in place. So we're 9 components short, not too far off. But we also need to be getting rat traps in place. And there's a big need for parts there. Now the Decrepit squad is going to have around 10 parts, I think. So that's possibly an option for relatively soon. But in the meantime, all we can really do is wait for Franco, I think. Just looking at the temperature, 15 degrees, and that tells us it's going to drop to 14 very shortly. And when it does, we're going to need a heater in. So I think we should do that so that we're ready when the temperature does drop. Because at the end of day temperature needs to be 15 degrees or above to minimize the probability or chance of somebody getting sick. As soon as it drops below 15, that probability increases. We don't really want that to happen. Now water, I'm just looking at the water collector there. We were on 46, but we only have 3 components left. I'm going to wait till Franco comes here and then we'll see what happens, see what he's got. 10:20, pretty late again, but Franco's here, so let's get Anton to it. So ideally a lot of components. 33, that's not bad. Well, let's grab all those anyway. We've got a lot of cigarettes as well. Now components, 8 parts, that's nice. Only 10 wood. Okay. Now there's no alcohol, so we can't make any more meds, so this is going to be our last bandage. So I'm thinking if we trade this away and go richer. So this is going to be expensive. We don't really need the carrot anymore. Actually, yes we do, because then it'll be 4 and 6. And it looks like it's going to be a while before we can get the carrots in place. Could be getting, show me some more. Now, is there anything else we want? Nobody's drinking coffee, so no. We're okay for meds for now. Food, we're looking pretty good. So I don't think we want anything more there. So I think it's just cigarettes. I think we can stop there. Now we are going to go to the construction site tonight, and what we're going to need is one saw blade and one lockpick. We've already got that. So now it's just a question of... I think I'll make a couple of filters, because we don't have any, and then get a water on. Meantime, he can go to sleep. He can do the filters. She can go to sleep. And once the filters are made, I'll get some water on. I'll see you tonight. That will be the end of the day. So here we are at nighttime, and we do have a couple more new locations. So supermarket. That's the looters, so that's a safe site. We can just run around there, pick up a bunch of stuff. Semi-detached house. That's the trader. Brothel, that's a rich site. Tricky takedown, but can be done. Warehouse, that's another tricky takedown, but again can be done. But I think we went to the construction site last night, so we killed the soldiers. So I think we need to go back to there. So just gonna go guard, sleep again. Again, way more than required, but now requirements. It's gonna be one saw blade and one lockpick and go. So first thing, let's pick up this pile outside. So we now have access to the area down here, the basement, which we did not in our first visit. So we don't want that, but I think we're going to take the hatchet. Yeah, this was closed off in the first visit. Now what I'm going to do is there are 7 piles down here, 3 of which can be broken down. It says 1, 2, 3. And there's the saw blade requirement. I'm just going to pick up everything down here and stick it back upstairs in our consolidated pile there, as well as breaking down the 3 piles that can be broken down. So it's 3:14. I'm just coming down from the locked box from upstairs. So what I did is just dumping all this off. That gun was from the lockbox, by the way. So I did clear up everything down in the basement here, broke down the piles that we could, moved everything up here. I left one pile there, which I haven't looked at yet, but I think that's just wood. And then I went upstairs to this locked box that we left in our previous visit, and picked that up and brought that down as 2. So 4:10, I don't think we've got any more time, so let's just have a look at what we want to take. Now, there are a lot of meds, and some of that's full stacks, but we saw Franco today, so I don't think we need to be taking tradables back, but we do have a need for parts, and I think 8 is going to get us what we want to do as far as food production is concerned. Now, no immediate need for gun parts that I can remember. Got a bunch of firewood, but there's no immediate need for that either. We can leave that here for now. So I think what we need to take is a bunch of components. I'm guessing 5 stacks, 20. Should do it. And then some wood. See where that gets us. Go there. With day 10, Pavle back from the second visit to the construction site. We've been raided. But no problem. So let's get everybody who needs to sleep. I think Zlata's very hungry. Everybody eats tomorrow. Anton to bed. Now Cveta, I'm going to get her to cook something, because we do need everybody to eat tomorrow. I'm starting to think when we can get people on an increased feeding schedule as well. I think day 13 will probably look to do that. But let's see if we can, let's see what food production we can get in place. So we can do 2 rat traps now, so let's do that. That's half of our food production in place. 1, 2. And can we get the base? Yes, we can. And that's the base machine for the carrots. So I'll just get her to finish all 3 of these. Meantime, let's get Cveta to put some water on. So I'll be back when she's finished all of this. Actually, I'll get Cveta to put some water on first and then come down and help out. So that's our 2 rat traps in, so now we can seed them. So it's going to be 1 piece of meat in, and it delivers 2 pieces of meat out every day or 2. Now, there is rumor that Anton, being a mathematician, he has a better chance of catching rats. I'm not sure I'm convinced that that is true. So unless somebody has been into the coding of the game and can verify that fact, I'm unsure about that. And I don't know if him just being in the house makes a difference. If that is true, that is. I'm not sure if it's just him being in the house that makes a difference or him actually seeding them. I can't imagine that it's him seeding them. But as I said, it's not something I'm entirely convinced about either. I've never noticed a difference in terms of the speed that the rat traps catch. It's always a day or 2 anyway, and it's always enough to feed 4 people. So I don't think it really makes too much difference. But we now have most of our food production in place, but we do need to upgrade this, so it's just a question of what we need. Now, there's a lot of components needed, only 2 stacks of wood. And we can make the lamp straight away, so I'm going to get him to do that. So there's the lamp. So just looking again at what we need to upgrade. 2 stacks of wood and components. And we've just got enough parts. So we've got a choice of what we do tonight now. We can certainly get all this here. At Decrepit Squat, we haven't been there before. So let's just remember that 2 stacks of wood and a lot of components and go there. So I think we can end the day there. There's nothing more we can do, except there is one thing that we would like. Everybody eats tomorrow, but we do have our food. And that's another hatchet, because we left our last one at the construction site. And it may in fact be an idea to take one tonight to the Decrepit Squat and see if there's stuff that we can break down there, because there probably is. So we'll do that, but we can end the day there. Nothing more to do. So let's go to the Decrepit Squat anyway, and see, guard, sleep, scavenge. Now, as far as preparation, there is an opportunity to get a morale bump here if we give the guy there a piece of meat. So let's do that. And there's nothing else we need to take. There is a lockpick requirement that we could go for, but I've never found anything of any great value inside that lockpicked, or rather that locked box. So we're not going to do that. There is also a saw blade requirement, but again, haven't seen anything of great value in there. So let's just start by picking everything up. Oh, we forgot to bring the hatchet, but that's okay. We can do that in a future visit. So note there is no pile here right now. One will open up later, once we give the guy a piece of meat. So I'm going to use this pile here as to dump everything into, because it's kind of central. And then we can decide at the end of the evening what we want to take from here. So let's just keep the meat on us for now. Now if we just go upstairs, there is a top floor up here. This is a saw blade requirement. But I've never seen anything of great value behind there, such that it makes it worth making and using a saw blade to use on it. So we're going to ignore that. So all these clues here serve no purpose other than interest only. They don't open any stashes or anything. Oh, we're full. Okay. Nope, this way. Didn't mean to do that. I think this door is locked. Yeah, we meant to jump down here then. And we meet this guy who says he's very hungry. And we give him that piece of meat and go deal. Oh, we could have gone through there. Okay. So now he's going to walk over here very, very slowly and open up a stash right there. But we don't need to go with him just because he's really slow. So we can just keep running around consolidating everything into here while he does his thing. And then we'll go down later. So we've now got everything consolidated into here except for the one pile that he's just given us down here in exchange for the piece of meat that we gave him. And that's going to be a bottle of booze which we can use to make a med, so there is value there, and a diamond. So now let's just pick what we want and go home. So our primary need was components. I didn't see an ongoing need for parts. I think we had just enough to upgrade the carrot machine there. As we can see, a lot of... I'm going to take this and I'm going to take this. We only get one full stack of electrical parts. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 20, 24, 28, 32. Yeah, let's just go components, because I think that was the need. Oh no, we needed 2 stacks of wood, didn't we? Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30, 28. I'm not sure if that's enough, we'll find out. Running along again, so I'm going to end it there. I'll be back for a final part where we'll pick it up from day 11, and by day 13 I think we should be in a situation where we've got all of our needs met on a continuous basis, and we can end the start guide there. So thanks for watching, hope to see you next time, bye.